Hi everyone, I'm Jelsy. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, I am so glad that you're here. And for today's video, I'm going to mention 10 fun facts about When Calls a Heart. Last week I did this video in Spanish, so today I want to share this with my English speaking friends. So if you're new to the show or to the Hardys, I hope you enjoy this video, and if you watch When Calls a Heart, you probably know these facts. I just hope you enjoy it as well. So let's begin. When Calls a Heart is filmed on Jamestown Movie Set, which is located in Langley, British Columbia, Canada. And more than 100 productions have been filmed there. Jamestown Movie Set is located in the farm and home of the McInnes family, whom I've had the chance to meet some of its members, and they're just excellent people. It's a working farm, so they harvest honey amongst other things, and I've tasted their honey and it's one of my favorites. So yeah. They're just great. The television series is based on the Canadian West book series written by the amazing Janette Oke. There are 6 books. Of course, the books inspired the television show, so it has the same essence, but the books and the TV series are different. When the When Calls a Heart production decided to film the series on that set, Jamestown Movie Set already had some buildings already made, but they needed more. So 25 people from the construction crew built even more sets, exteriors and interiors, that are the ones that we know today. For example, Abigail's Cafe and many others, and this was made in like a month. Before the series that we know today, there was a pilot movie that started it all. It's titled the same way, When Calls a Heart, and it was released in 2013, and it stars Poppy Drayton, Maggie Grace, and Stephen Amell. It was a difficult process to make this movie. Money-wise, it's like domino effect. It affects everything and just how everything was going to work. So it took some time to make this movie from beginning to end, and when it was finally released, it was a success in the Hallmark Channel, and it opened the doors for the TV series that we have today. I mean, thanks to like Brian Bird and Michael Landon Jr. and everybody involved in that first movie who didn't give up. Because of that, we have When Calls a Heart, a TV series about to enter its 8th season. This story of perseverance of making this pilot movie is so great. It's always impactful to me, and every time I hear the story, it's just, my mind is blown. And if you hear Brian Bird telling it, it's like, I'm going to link one of his interviews in the description box below so you can hear that, because the story is amazing. Originally, Rosemary was not meant to stay in Coal Valley too long. Pascal Hutton mentioned that her character was only supposed to be in the final 2 episodes of season 1. The production noticed how the audience embraced Rosemary as kind of like the antagonist, so they decided to leave the character as a series regular. And this gave opportunity for the character of Rosemary to experience growth throughout the seasons, and from being Elizabeth's like kind of antagonist, she became one of the most beloved characters on the show. Kevin Smith, who plays the role of Lee Coulter, was almost not in this project. When he was invited to see if he would consider being on the series, he was a bit hesitant because he was being considered for another project. But later on, he knew that Pascal Hutton was going to be in this project, and he had worked with her before. Also, he knew other people that were involved in this project. Also, when he heard about the description of who his character was and what he was inspired by, he said yes, and I'm so grateful because I couldn't even imagine anybody else playing Lee Coulter than Kevin Smith. Aaron Krakow and Daniel Lissing wrote the vows for Jack and Elizabeth. This is kind of like a spoiler alert, I mean, if you haven't seen the show. But yes, this is true. They approached the production for the opportunity to do this, and the production accepted because the actors really knew their characters. So Aaron wrote the vows for Elizabeth and Daniel wrote the vows for Jack. And I think this makes it even more special and beautiful. Every character has its own color palette. There are certain colors that go with each character, and that's something that costume designer Barbara Gregusova wanted to incorporate. For example, Rosemary usually wears red and burgundy, blue, bright colors. And then we have Elizabeth, who usually wears pastel colors like pink, cream, white. Originally, like in the episode, Clara and Jesse's wedding was supposed to be outside. So Vancouver climate varies a lot and it's very unpredictable, and usually in the fall it rains a lot and it's very cold. Those who have been to the Hardy's family reunion or have been to Canada have experienced this somehow. Aaron Krako mentioned this fact about how the climate could be a difficulty in filming this because of the rain and cold, and how that could affect filming that scene. So they decided to change the original plan and bring the wedding inside. So Aaron started to look for inspiration on Pinterest of weddings that were inspired, that had that feel of outside inside. So she worked really closely with the production design team, and they managed to design that amazing wedding for the characters of Clara and Jesse, and it's beautiful. Like it's amazing. So those are the 10 fun facts that I have for you today. If you'd like for me to do a part 2, just let me know in the comments. I just really like learning about these things, and I'm really interested in the process of how these shows are made. Really cool to see the process. So thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you continue to stay safe amidst everything that has been going on, and I'll see you on my next video. God bless. Bye.